Good morning. Woo! It's not like this very often, but you've got to take advantage when you can. Hope you're all doing okay. It's almost the weekend. That means activities are going to get busy. I managed to get a couple of deliveries yesterday. One of them is this little puppy. We'll open that in a sec. And this is something else. If you didn't know, the EP3 is very, very loud. It's got a Skunk 2 exhaust system on it, and I only really use it for driving airports, picking stuff up, just general bopping around everywhere. It's not really a speed demon, it's just something to get me about that's reliable. And I'm sick of the exhaust, and it catches on the speed bumps. So I managed to get in touch with someone yesterday who was selling a catback OEM exhaust system for a Type R, and I've decided for the price, I think it was like £30. For the price of it, I couldn't pass it up. It was only like 15-20 minutes away, so I jumped in the car, went and grabbed it. He's got a really nice, I think it's like graphite grey EP3 Premier Edition, real nice car. He's gone to a 3-inch, and I'm going down to, what's that, maybe a 2 and a bit, something like that. So I'm going to end up getting the EP3 on the ramp, and then we'll have some quietness. Let's get down to the real goodies though. Can you guess what it is? Here she is. I've opted for a nice stealth look black intercooler. It's, I think, 2 1/4 or 2 1/2. So I decided to order a half size intercooler. As you can see, black, 2 1/4. I think that is. And I wanted it to be small enough to be hidden behind the bumper, but then at the same time I wanted to be good enough. So I measured this all up with you the other day, and it come pretty quick. That's not bad at all, really, like a day or two. Quicker than I expected. As the intercooler is going to be exposed for a bit, I've decided to measure the face of the intercooler and the length. So I've measured from here to here, here to here. I've made some templates from the box, and then I'm going to tape them on, and while I'm mounting it and on and off with the bumpers, it's not going to damage any of the fins and keep the paint intact. Just a bit of a tip really to sort of keep it fresh. We're going to be messing around on and off with lots of different stuff, and the last thing you want to do is put some brand new on and then accidentally in a week's time you scratch it or something, or you bend a blade. It's going to piss you off. So a little bit of preparation just to protect it. It's a nice way of doing it, and it doesn't take long to do. I'm just using the box the actual thing was delivered in, and a little bit of a masking tape as well, just to keep it nice. So as you can see, I lie it down, just draw down here with it, and then cut it out with scissors or a blade. Easy as that. It's a warm one today. Okay, what I've done is I have just chucked it on. Let me take the bumper off and show you where I'm at with it. The bumper, what you can see, there's the I'm going to take the bumper off. Just put a cable tie on the bottom support just to hold it in place. I did initially rest it here, but this flap wants to sit here, so I need to raise the intercooler up maybe 15 millish, which is fine. It might be enough. But this is, I think I'm going to bring the intercooler down. I was just putting this here for positioning, because my plan, I don't really want to cut the bumper, so but having the cardboard on is doing an amazing job of protecting it. I don't actually know where I'm going with this video now. Yeah, I'll start again. There's a little hole here and one here. I've just put a cable tie around, and then I'll put another one here just to hold it back. But this is pretty much going to be the location. I might need to come up slightly here and maybe out a little bit when I make the mount, but it's the cable tie pulling it back mostly that's giving us the position. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a bracket come straight off here with maybe a 10mm washer, and that should allow enough clearance for the bumper to slot in there, and then also clear the fans on the bumper. I'm going to chuck the bumper on now and we'll have a look. That's pretty much, the bolts are in on the top. This just needs to be, I can't really see from down here, but we're somewhere near. Like, it's just a bit fiddly, but what's going to happen is the intercooler needs to come up a slight tickle, because I think the cable tie is in the way, which is stopping it sliding fully. See there? Because that wants to sit all the way underneath, which is fine, but with the cable tie we just can't do it. But I think we're relatively central, and we've got enough clearance that side. When I finalise the tabs for it, it'll be way better. But that's just to give us a visual look. Not bad. I'm glad I ordered the right size. Cussie's doing an amazing job of putting the bulkhead in. I'll record it, don't worry mate. How difficult was it?
It's pretty straightforward. It's bolts, isn't it? It's bolts.
Except for that bit that was broke in the middle because of the benty.
This is trash. Look, this is terrible. Originally, this wasn't broke, and then we went to the scrapyard, and then someone had put the forklift through it, so that's why it's broke. But I think I can plastic weld this here, and then I'm just going to put boards on the other side with some carpet on, so you won't see it anyway, and the tank's going to be against this.
Plus, for the price you paid for everything,
yeah,
you couldn't get it any cheaper, could you?
Not really.
Because they wanted, I think it was somewhere between, was it 80 and £140 for a bulkhead? But we got the bulkhead, all the timber, side step, and some lights and bits and bobs for like £30. So keep them costs down. I now have created a mission for myself, because I get stressed about obviously intercoolers being as high as possible and as tucked and as neat as I can possibly do it. As you can see, the cardboard coming in clutch. But what I've done is I've been cutting and grinding all day. Look at this. And I've still not got any closer. I've made these little tabs, and then I've got these 3 bolts. I'll show you what I did. So I drilled this hole. Not only can I get the bolt up there, I can get the 17mm socket up there. So then my plan is, I will show you, is this. There's going to be a, how about that for reactions? I'm having a plate put across here to support the intercooler. That will bolt down there. This then goes up there and does the nut up. How about that? These I've drilled 1, 2, 3, and then I found these. These are washers from my toe arms and caster arms. They're just spares. They're old and they're dead, basically. So I'm using these as spacers to go in there, and that should give me the height for the bumper to clear the intercooler. I've got to go and get some sheet steel because I need to mount this to a piece of steel, and I don't want it to look tacky, so I've got to go and buy some. I am packing up for the day. I hope you like that. I was quite impressed. I could put some paint on it to keep it waterproof. I was quite impressed. I really was. Let me show you. So that will go something like that, but it will be in the middle, and it will give me enough room to get the bumper on and the intercooler pipe out of the bumper. I know, before you say why didn't I mount them there, I couldn't. That's all it is. There's too many holes and it'll just look crap. So I'm going for the nicer look. That's my opinion. I'm sorry. Now, it's nearly 6 o'clock. I'm packing up shop and I've got to go to London. I've found some wheels. I don't even know why I'm buying them, but I thought that's a good price. They're pretty rare wheels, and we like a bit of Nissan historical stuff, don't we? I'm going to pack all my shit up now, and I'll see you when we're on the road.